All right, guys, it is now 5 o'clock, so there's 1 hour left in the UTC day. It has been a full day of POTA activations. I did a full-length video on my first activation of the day, which that was around like 8 a.m. And I had in my head that I was gonna do 10 park activations. So I did one last night within the UTC day, so I needed to do 9 today. Well, in total, this is my 8th. And that's where I'm gonna get to today. I'm unfortunately not gonna be able to get to 10. I got a Rover award for 5, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So then I saw one for 10. So I tried to do it. Obviously, next time I try it, I'll make sure to knock out 2 or 3 at least the night before and then have a full day. But I'm not worried about it. Had 8 activations. Frankly, I probably could have got 10, but it was one activation, Lake Fork, where I think I spent 3 hours there. Had issues with my spots and just had issues with propagation. It was in a really tight canyon, but really excited I got it added. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna have a Spencer Fork video before this one. But I mentioned in that video, I reached out to my representative and I got 5 parks added today. And this is the 5th one. So I think I'm the first activator of all 5. Maybe somebody beat me to one of them, but I doubt it. And if they did, that's fine. But it's kind of fun to, something selfishly I've really enjoyed is putting my name on parks when that opportunity is there. I kind of feel like it's like sticking a flag on the moon, except nobody gets to contest that I actually activated the park, because once my name's on there, it officially happened, and it's not a conspiracy theory. But no, it's just a cool thing to get to do. So a little bit of update on the current activation. So let's jump into it. So I'm out here. This is the 5th park. You guys have kind of seen me in this area. The closest parks to this are Utah Lake State Park, as well as Lower Hobble Creek, which I activated last night. You guys know I absolutely love my Chelegants. I did get a cool, I'm not sure if you guys can see, the ABR Industries, this like orange coax. It's a really cool looking coax. And then we are gonna do the QMX. This is my home built QMX. Both QMXs I have are home built. I do have one. I have a high band, mid band, and a low band. Am I thinking of that right? No, it's a high band that I have being assembled by the factory that I'm still like 3 months out on that one. So I have one of each QMX. The QMX, if you build them, I mean, it's like $100 bucks. That's probably the best value transceiver on the market by far. I love the Mountain Topper. I think I spent high 300s. I love my Pentec. I think I spent north of 600. I love my KX3. That's a $1,500 radio. I bought it used for 1,500 bucks. With some of the things that it has, it's up there. Like if you get it with internal batteries and stuff. Now the KX3 has an internal tuner. These do not. So I am running the ATU-10. I love this tuner. But radios, I mean, I've started getting, when I passed my when I passed my general exam in January, that's what the guy, he said, you know, I'm waiting for him to tell me if I pass. He says, I got really bad news. You're going to be spending a lot more money on radios. And at the time, I actually had an FT991A, and I was like, oh, he doesn't know I already have an HF rig. But little did I know I was, 1, going to get into CW, 2, get into POTA, and then 3, get into QRP, big time QRP. So, yeah, the rest is history. He was right. I've definitely spent some good money on radios, on paddles, as you guys have seen. I'm going to do a paddle video here soon. But every activation since the Spencer Fork one has happened within my truck. That's really the only way I can do what is now my 8th activation in this UTC day. Assuming I can get this park activated in the next hour, I should probably shut up and start sending code. But I'm actually not worried about it. I absolutely kill it when I'm in the middle of a valley and I've got my Chelegants. If I'm pushed in a little canyon with, you know, my signals going NVIS because my signals are bouncing off these hillsides, that's where I get a run into issues. So let's see if I jinx it. But we'll go ahead and get started, and I'm probably just gonna do 20 meters today, but we'll get you guys set up here. May do it a little bit lower like that. Fingers crossed my speaker doesn't die. That happened in my first video today. Just gonna make sure we're tuned up. Oh, and I already realized I forgot my logbook. This happens in like all my videos. It's actually really funny. Sorry guys, gotta go get my logbook. All right. Sorry about that. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but so this park is called Swedes Lane Lake Access. It's part of the wildlife management area. It's a DNR program for wildlife management area. But yeah, I hope this video or the last one maybe could inspire a POTA activator. If you haven't yet, maybe research your local area, get in contact with your state representative for POTA. You may have parks near you that you're unaware of that are very easy to have added. They have to be state or federal parks. And Utah is obviously the mecca. I know with these 5 that I sent to my representative, he also added 20 or 28. So I think Utah's now north of 600 parks. But that means a lot to me. It meant a lot to me that I kind of, you know, look, they would have been added in the end at some point, but I identified them, I sent them to him. They weren't on a list he already had. I think he said he had a list of 70, and the 5 I sent were in addition to those. So I think he still has 50 to go. But the 5 that were added, they are all within a 30-minute vicinity. So this one's probably 20 minutes from my house, 3 more within 20 minutes that way. Sorry, 4 more that way. So yeah, 5 total. But that's been really fun. Like the rest of my life, you know, I think I'm gonna live here for a while. These are parks that hopefully I get to make a lot of memories in, and if my son is interested in POTA, or if he's interested in Morse code, coming here with him over the years will be really special. but as much as I'll say, you know, I spent all day activating what is now my 8th park, I just never get sick of it. I've had a tremendous amount of hobbies. I've never had anything like this where I can just go, and it's the challenge of it, the ups and downs, the complexity of propagation, QRP, the aspect of being hunted. It's just, there's nothing cooler than POTA CW. Like, I really hope it continues on a trajectory of just a lot of involvement. I posted a YouTube short. It's probably one of my most viral ones. I think it's like 4,000 views since last night. And it's been fun because I could tell it's a lot of people my age and younger that are like, ooh, that's really cool. Like, it's just a video of me standing on a paddle. And this one kid said, he's like, it feels like you guys are having a rap battle, which I thought was really funny. But that's literally how I got into CWs. I saw someone doing it and I was like, that's dope. Like, before, Morse code in my head as a form of ham radio, like, didn't interest me for years. I don't know why. I never even entertained it. And then something, you know, flipped a switch. And I hope that happens for other people too, especially beginners, because like, I am not the poster child of CW. Like, I'm still new, and as you guys see, I make a lot of mistakes, but that's part of it. Okay, we're 11 minutes and I've been doing a lot of talking, so let's but to be fair, when I do these videos from the get-go, usually the first 15 to 20 minutes is just antenna deployment. So we're gonna be on the air in a few seconds. Just hang tight. Gonna get my spot added. Gotta find a clear frequency. So we are at Utah Lake Access, Swedes Lane, WMA 11645. That's been the fun thing about these 5 parks that were added, is they're all in numerical order. All right, first time standing on the Bamatech today. Oh, there's my SWR. I should have guessed. I forget on the QMX, I got a little bit of prep work I gotta do. That SWR protection is nice, so it will not let me transmit unless my SWR is in check. So I need to tune my SWR. Almost forgot how to do it. Okay, so for whatever reason, I have to now power off my QMX. This is how this works. Reset it on my ATU10. It's not an inconvenience at all. It's just a couple added steps, and it's kind of quirky how it works. But I love the QMX. My record QSOs was with this at, hold on a minute. Yeah, was like a 2-hour activation I did in a thunderstorm. I got 55 QSOs that day. So 1.6 on the AT, 1.1 on my QMX. So we are on 20 meters, 14,047. He's hunted me, I don't know how many of my 8 parks today, but he's been there along the way, and I'm more than happy to give him a bunch of parks because they've all been unique. And he, W9AV in Wisconsin, you are the first ever QSO at Swedes Lane. Congratulations. They should give an award for the first hunter, or at least put their name on it. As much as it would help the algorithm, I don't want to get stung by a hornet. So 2 back-to-back Wisconsins to start out the activation. I think he came to me today, but he's hunted me a lot. I know him as well. Not getting that. He's sending a little faster than I can copy, and we've got some QSB on our hands. Even on a great signal, sometimes it'll just fade a little bit. And if it fades, I don't get the entire call sign, so I gotta hit a question mark. He should come back and hunt me and send me his call sign a couple times. Because I'd love to get him in the log. sometimes what I like is guys will actually add it to my spot if I don't get it. So we have back-to-back jets on I screwed that up. So I'm gonna pause real quick. That was KN7D before. He's our state representative. He set up these parks with me. He's in Kaysville. I don't know how he gets my signal. He should be in my skip zone, but he does contact me on 20 meters. He must have a good antenna. And then just great, K5OHY Tim, he's hunted me multiple times today. He hunted me at the Spencer Fork. He hunted me just barely at the last park I did. And to get him today at the last park of the day, that's a lot of fun. Thanks for hunting me, Tim. So Tim got me on the RA1AOM, the N3ZN Mini Light, and now on the Bamatech. Frankly, all on different radios and all with different tones. So I almost recognize that tone and that fist. I think he might have sent to me not knowing my CQ call was going because it's a faint signal. That's just awesome. So KN7D, his name is Val. He's our state representative. He literally set this park up for me last night, and that's awesome that he hunted me here. Getting a lot of QSB. Oh, what happened to my paddle? Dude, I lost my paddle. This happened earlier. Why would I lose my paddle? Yeah, now I lost my SWR. So I got it VE something, I think it's VE4. Hopefully he comes back to me. Alright, now I gotta reset this. This is par for the course with my QMX, and it's not a big deal, but it happens at least once in activation. So I lost my SWR due to that pretty much confirms it. N4EX, I feel like he's coming to me as much as anyone today. And I think that's VE. I think that's VE. I hope he comes back. But out here, situated mid-valley, N4EX was like 5.9, sounded great. He might have got a couple other good signals today, I'm trying to remember, but he has been faint a couple times. VE3 LDT. I hope I got that right. There's another buddy I have. Whoa, whoa. So, oh man, I'm looking at my spots. So Val sent me a thanks after his QSO. And then I had about a 5 or 6 minute stretch where I was lonely. He spotted me again, said CQing lonely. That's awesome. Val, you and I gotta go do a POTA activation together, buddy. I gotta go up north by you in Kaysville. Let's go do Antelope Island or something. I think we're park activated though, guys. Let's take a count. Yeah, we're 11 QSOs, so that's my 8th of the day. Yeah, when I get New York out, that's somebody tuning. I love the sound of someone tuning over me, by the way. In a POTA activation, that lets me know someone's there. Getting hit with some question marks. I know that guy in Iowa. So I like to send their call sign like that if I feel like, so what happens a fair amount in CW POTA activations is two people think they're WA0OTO. Whoa. Just like that, I lost my SWR. It's because I touched it. Yeah, so now I gotta power off again. Maybe it's the way I built it. I don't wanna, any problems I have with my QMX, They're not the fault of QRP labs until I get my assembled one. Then if my assembled ones have the same issues, then it's a QMX problem. Until then, it's maybe something I did when the way I built it. And I don't care, because this radio freaking rocks. Like, you guys are seeing the QSO stack up. For a 5-watt QRP rig, this is why QRP is cool. Someone's tuning it up over me. That means they're gonna hunt me. That tuning up sound, that is like a hunter wearing bright orange and the deer seeing it. That is like, I'm about to get shot. That's why hunters wear orange, is that's the tuning up in radio, is okay, this dude's about to hunt me. He's giving me a fair warning. Where'd he go? That was someone tuning up over me. Probably turn that volume down. I notice, by the way, I know you guys can't hear me a lot of the time because of how loud the volume is. That's one of my all-time faintest signals. KC4CR up in Oregon. I hunt him quite a bit, he hunts me. And man, I think he probably sent me a couple times because I barely got him that second time. But I'm really glad I did. Hey, that's my buddy that went viral in our video. one more CQ call. Sorry guys, getting some weird volume. I adjusted the volumes and it kind of threw it off. Alright, this is the last one. All right, that is the activation. I definitely could have kept it going. The new UTC day rolls over in 9 minutes. It's always fun to roll over and just activate the park the next day, but the kind of day I've had, this is my 8th activation of today, or forgive me, of the UTC day, my 7th of today. Yeah, because I had 2 more I was going to be able to do to get my whatever rover award. But man, that was a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Dang, one more. It might have been 18. I think I might have counted one. But what a fun activation. This is the Swedes lane. It's really beautiful out here. And it was a fun activation to wrap up a day of 5 new parks activated, where I'm the first activator. We'll see once I upload my logs. 5 parks that are local to me. So really special there. Fun to hear from a number of you guys. I got to start learning more names because some of you guys just hunt me so often. And I know I've hunted you as well. But fun to hear from Tim. Fun to hear from Val. I'm definitely going to send Val this video because that was fun to hear from him, and I appreciated him adding. I need him to just comment on all my spots on how lonely I get. But man, what a fun day. Activated multiple parks with I guess 3 different radios, 3 different keys, Cheligans twice, and my ATAS. But feels like I got to wrap it up, probably go home. My wife's actually been out and about all day with my son, so don't judge me too much, but I do have some time to get home, spend a little bit of time with them before we put our baby down, our 18-month-old. So thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this activation. If you haven't, go watch the Spencer Fork. I'm gonna go upload both of these, but 2 good activation videos, so appreciate you guys. 73.